In the beginning, there were dinosaurs. Lots and lots of dinosaurs. And they were big. In comparison to man, they were. And they lived not in harmony, roaming the earth at will, pillaging without regard. Kind of like corporations are people, my friends. And there were many different kinds. There was the Stegosaurus, the pterodactyl. And as a kid, I would meet these first in-flight vertebrae in my dreams. Hop onto their backs, flying airline standby at sunset. All Jurassic Jetstream and shit. We'd be soaring skylines together across oceans forming from magma, forging the Great Continental Divide. God's great architectonic shift. And then there was the Tyrannosaurus Rex, who ruled the Cretaceous with power, tyranny, and Mesozoic might. More than 65 million years ago. And then they all died. Yeah, they got really, really cold or hot. They all died. Wiped out. And then Spielberg got it all wrong. And I broke my arm playing pterodactyls off the jungle gym. I've come to find home in my own body lately. I've always been wandering, always caught between worlds, caught between bless your heart and she's not right. Between Pacific Coast fault lines and South Carolina moonshine. From rainbow flags flying proudly on Long Beach neighborhood streets to Obama 2012 signs that mark the black side of town to where are all the fucking brown people? I'm here between Southern college football tailgates, reminding me of home in Texas. From growing up all golf course community whitewash to living palm tree urban sprawl to confronting deep-seated deep South racism and meeting fall face to face for the first time. I saw fall for the first time. And its colors was life-changing. I'm here pulling all-nighters to feel like a college kid again. Between staying up until 2, 4, 6 a.m. in my office on the night of Obama's re-election, where I met Teddy for the first time in this lifetime. And when I told him the election had been called for Obama, I saw a twinkle in his eye. I wondered if he'd even voted. See, Teddy was a proud man and worked hard to support his family of 6. worked hard to stay on the clock as long as possible, drove a full gas tank's time to work every night, and was gone before sunset. Students never wondered who kept the faded beige tiles of Daniel Hall so sparkling for him. He once told me he didn't need welfare because he had his health, and we were connected in our politics like Pangea. We shared a fierce work ethic, except mine was carnivorous, capitalistic. And the other day, you see, Teddy's office was a broom closet on the basement floor of our 9-story ivory tower, complete with dingy yellow mop buckets and spray bottles and splintered broomsticks. And I had the gall to call my office on the 6th floor somehow unfair. And I'm surrounded by scholars who publish and write to tell the stories of the marginalized who sit cozily in their office corners with beautiful panoptic views of campus and turn the blind eye to the splintered broom steps sweeping their dirty politics under the rugs every day, where my boss has the nerve to say in front of me how ridiculous the government makes the visa process when illegals are hopping concrete border walls for jobs she never otherwise would have wanted. And sure, she only inferred that part, but she remains so distracted by my perfected class performance, which I carry like a back on my back like a meteor-sized guilt, and she oozes an amazing ignorance from deep within her core. I am here. I am not invisible like your whiteness. Believe me, I've been trying my whole life to erase it, and now I'm like a volcano, ready to erupt. At her lack of self-awareness that you can't even ask me where my last name comes from, and how Castillo, as in Castilian Royal Empire in Spain, could belong to a Mexican like me. My grandfather was an illegal immigrant. I say, yeah. Castillo was the name on his green card he got. Except I keep silent. I have to. Because this is reality. This is how power works. Because science tells us that dinosaurs don't exist anymore. But this woman tells me that they have only evolved into more vicious creatures. Teddy were a stegosaur. I'd be a pterodactyl. He's all down for the fight, and I'm all over here like, time for flight. And I wanted to take him with me, I did. But the sheer weight from his exposed spinal cord flakes forces his head low to the ground. And somehow, he still carries his spiked tail sky high. His only defense mechanism when he comes across the carnivore every day. So instead I tell his stories because he taught me that home is where I am. And that's a privilege. And privilege is the biggest guilt. Poetry is praxis. And I'm gonna die someday. Stories that fossilize our time here on Earth.